Barcelona's transfer window may have closed, but the real deadline drama has simply shifted from the training ground to the negotiating room. Frenkie de Jong, the 28-year-old midfielder many see as a linchpin for Hansi Flick's project, has not yet signed the contract everyone expected. And it's not because of a sudden change of heart. Publicly, he sounded certain during the pre-season, saying he was happy at the club and expected to renew. Yet behind the headlines, legal and financial knots have appeared that need unpicking. First, there's the question of representation. De Jong's longtime agent, Ali Derson, became embroiled in a legal dispute that left Barcelona asking for clarity. Who will legally speak and sign on De Jong's behalf? A club of Barcelona's size is rightly cautious when negotiators change mid-process, and that caution has added a layer of delay. Enter Sebastian Ledger, the new agent who has been introduced into the talks and who has already had a meeting with Deco on August 20th. New negotiators bring new priorities and new drafting preferences, and while that's normal, it inevitably slows the path to a final signature. Even more sensitive than the agent shuffle are the deferred payments that remain on the books from De Jong's current contract. These installments are liabilities Barcelona still carry, and folding them into a fresh contract without worsening the club's financial fair play position requires careful restructuring. Accountants and legal teams must align on how sums are scheduled, how they are recorded on the balance sheet, and how tax treatments apply, technical decisions that can't be rushed without risking regulatory consequences. That explains why the club has moved cautiously and why discussions have dragged. On the pitch, the implications are tangible. Flick's vision for the midfield depends heavily on De Jong's ability to connect defence and attack, to progress the ball, and to offer stability when the team transitions. Losing clarity over his long-term commitment unsettles tactical planning, affects how the club approaches reinforcement in the market, and has a ripple effect in the dressing room. Adding to the complexity is the small but real fact that De Jong is currently sidelined with a minor injury. That reduces immediate selection pressure, but it also compresses the time frame in which Barca must resolve contractual matters before match rhythm and momentum become a concern. Fans will always be sensitive to contract sagas. An unsigned star creates headlines and feeds speculation, and in an era of social media that speculation amplifies quickly, Barcelona have tried to manage expectations by publicly stating that De Jong wants to renew and that both parties are working towards an agreement, but reassurances only go so far when the paperwork is unfinished. Practically speaking, there are three things to watch in the coming days. First, the technical restructuring of deferred payments. Can Barca reallocate liabilities in a way that keeps them inside FFP parameters while offering De Jong the financial security he expects? Second, the formal recognition of Sebastian Ledger as De Jong's representative and the speed at which he and club negotiators can agree contract clauses. And third, any public signals, even small ones, from the player, the agent or the club about timing, incentives or the shape of the deal. Those scraps of information either calm or stoke the narrative. This episode also illustrates a broader reality of modern football. Contracts are not merely emotional pledges of loyalty, they are complex financial instruments influenced by agents, regulations, and accounting practice. For Barcelona, resolving this matter cleanly matters beyond keeping one player happy. It is a test of the club's ability to balance sporting ambition with fiscal discipline, a message observed closely by current stars, potential recruits, and an expectant fan base. For Frenkie de Jong, the outcome will shape the next chapter of his career. A swift and transparent renewal would restore calm, secure his place at the heart of Flick's midfield, and allow the coach to plan without reservation. A lingering impasse, however, would invite further speculation and could force the club into uncomfortable short-term choices. Right now, the signs inside the building point away from confrontation. A new agent is in place. Important meetings have already taken place, and both sides appear motivated to find common ground. What remains is the technical work, the spreadsheets, the legal language, and the accounting entries that must be aligned so goodwill turns into ink on paper. If Barcelona can convert those negotiations into a signed contract quickly and cleanly, they will have shown pragmatism and control. If not, the story will keep unfolding and the atmosphere around Camp Nou will grow more febrile. Until the contract is finalised, expect more updates, persistent social media chatter and a keen eye on any public signal. Ultimately, this is more than a piece of paper. It is about midfield stability, financial integrity and whether Barcelona can finish what they started without letting bureaucracy become a sporting problem.